All right. In honor of President's Day, which was on Monday, I've got this problem. Problem number 3. George Washington was born 11 years before Thomas Jefferson. In 1770, Washington's age was 3 more than 7 times Jefferson's age in 1748. What was the sum of the two men's ages in 1750? Okay, well, um, this is a bit confusing, right? I think you would agree that all this language is a bit confusing. And part of the problem is we have their ages in 1770 and 1748 and 1750. So let's define a couple of variables. I'm going to define W to be Washington's age in 1750. In 1750. And I'm going to use 1750. I want to measure everything with respect to 1750 because that's what we want the final answer to be in terms of 1750. So, and then let's do the same thing with Jefferson's age. So Jefferson's age, let's call J Jefferson's age in 1750. All right, in 1750. Okay. And then once we have these two variables defined, we can always, add and subtract in order to get their ages in 1717 or 1748, whatever we're given. So let's take a look at the first sentence. George Washington was born 11 years before Thomas Jefferson. All right, so no matter what the year was, we can just say that Washington is equal to Jefferson plus 11. Okay, so Washington's age is 11 more than Jefferson's age. That's what that equation is telling us. Now the second sentence is a little more tricky to translate. But it's not too bad once we have these variables defined. In 1770, Washington's age, okay, so Washington's age is 1770. Now 1770 is 20 years after 1750. So we're going to write Washington's age in 1770. Okay, so 20 years after his age in 1750 is equal to 3 more. So 3 more than 7 times Jefferson's age in 1748, which is actually 2 years earlier than 1750. So we have to subtract 2 years to get Jefferson's age in 1748. All right, you see how I got that? Now once it's in this form, it's a lot easier to work with, I think. So you're home free now. So you can see now this is Washington's age in 1770, and it's 3 more than 7 times Jefferson's age in 1748. So we have 2 equations and 2 unknowns, so we ought to be able to solve this. The first thing I'm seeing is that I have Washington is equal to Jefferson plus 11. So if I just do a substitution and just wherever I see a W down here, I'm going to replace it with J plus 11. All right, so J plus 11 plus 20 is equal to 3 plus, and I'm going to distribute the 7 inside here. So I have 7J minus 14. All right. So now I got everything in terms of J in it, and so if I just put, if I move all the J's to one side, then I ought to have it. So I'm going to subtract J here, minus J, okay, and so I'm essentially moving all the J's to the right-hand side, and then I'm going to move the numbers over to the other side. So we have negative 14 and we have a positive 3. So if I add 11 to this, I'll get 0 on this side. So I want to do the same thing to both sides, so I want to add 11 on over to this side as well. Alright, so J minus J is 0, and then we have 20 plus 11, which is 31. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, the J's cancel, but we still have this. Sorry. I can't forget about this 11 here. Alright, so we don't have 31, we have 42. So this is 31, and with another 11, that's 42. Alright. And then, now 3 minus 14 plus 11, that's just 0. So I'm going to cross those out. And 7j minus j is 6j. Alright, so 6j is equal to 42. And if I divide both sides by 6, so divide this by 6 and divide this by 6, then I get 7. J is equal to 7. Okay, so that's telling us that Jefferson's age in 1750 was 7. He was 7 years old. He was just a kid. Alright, and we know that Washington is 11 years older, so Washington's age has to be equal to 18. So if we add their ages together, Washington plus Jefferson, which is what they asked for, alright, they asked for the sum of the two men's ages. If we add 7 and 18, we get 25. Alright? So that's our answer. The sum of their ages in 1750 is 25.